Good afternoon. I'm ready to start the presentation. So this presentation is going to take about 20 to 25 minutes and I'm going to explore this opportunity. But before I would like to talk about it, I want to say why we need to do this. World is divided into four large quadrants in terms of making money. One is employee, second one is self-employment, third is business, and the fourth is the investor. These are the four kinds in which the cash is generated. This is written by a very famous author and a financial analyst called as Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote a book called as Cash Flow Quadrant. He said that the world, basically 97% of the people belong to this category, which is employee and self-employed, and 3% of the people who belong to business and investor. Employee basically trades his time. He works for 8 to 10 hours into 26 days and he gets his salary. Self-employed is a person who also trades his time for money. Maybe employee is getting X, then self-employed person is getting 4X. Because you can think about people like doctors, lawyers, teachers, all of these, or small shopkeepers, they are all self-employed. Business is a businessman who creates a system, and this system generates money for him. So you think about any businesses which is having more than 300 plus employees, something like hotels like Sheraton, Total, petrol pump, all of these, basically KFCs, McDonald's, where we have more than 300 plus employees working. They work on a system. Investor is a person who makes money and he invests again money to generate money. So where does he invest his money? He invests his money into systems, basically, and then systems generate money for him. So all our life we jump from one quadrant to another quadrant, and then eventually we want to become as an investor. But some of us, just you see, when you observe the world, you will understand that 30 to 40 years they keep working in one quadrant, and then we never make basically the change of quadrant. But I am going to discuss an opportunity with you where if you work 4 to 5 years, all right, in this business, you can really switch over the quadrants. Because I was working as a hotel employee about 16 years back. I was an employee, I used to work, and one of my very close friend approached me with this business. I never understood that this is a business, but later on I started creating a system, and then that system started giving me money. So I'm going to discuss this system with you. The system is dependent on three things. I will say first as a power of duplication. Power of duplication is basically a system in which, let's say I give you an example that there are two scenarios. The scenario number one, where every day you are getting $10,000. Every day you are getting $10,000. End of 30 days, how much money you will have? $300,000. Let's say there is another business scenario which is giving you every day 1 cent. 1 cent which is getting doubled into next day. That means day 2 you have 4 cents, day 3 you have 4, day 4 you have 8 cents, day 5 you have 16 cents, like that. End of 30 days, which scenario do you think will have more money? The scenario number 1 or the scenario number 2?
Number 1.
No, it's actually number 2, because number 2 is equal to, it will be equal to $5.9 million, whereas this will be only equal to 300,000. Why? Because the growth here is a linear growth, whereas this is an exponential growth. If you observe the world, basically today, a lot of companies which is growing with the power of exponential growth. Think about the expansion of Google or Facebook or Alibaba or all of these e-commerce portal or social media companies, where they have grown tremendously by the using of power behind exponential growth. Our company also uses the power of exponential growth. The second system which we combine is called a system of leveraging. Leveraging means it's a word for production, and any production is dependent on skills, any production is dependent on time. So let me give you again another two scenarios, where basically both the scenarios you are making $1 million. So let's say you are making $1 million in one scenario, and you are making $1 million in another scenario. In one scenario you are giving 100% of you. That means you are putting your own skill, you are putting your own time, and the business is generating 1 million. And let's say in another scenario you are also making 1 million, but you are involving 100 people, where they are giving 1% of their skill and 1% of their time. Which one do you think out of this scenario number 1 and scenario number 2 will be less risky and more productive? What do you think?
Scenario number 2.
Scenario number 2, exactly. Why? Because the risk is well spread. The risk is well spread between 100 people. So something happens to one person, you have another 99 people. But here in this case, if something happens to you, then entire system collapses, because you have seen, and we have seen in last our 10-15 years of career, where organizations or businesses dependent on one person, and then everything gets disturbed if that one person is no more. The third system which we combine is a system of e-commerce. We have a website, we have a portal, and this portal we sell almost like 350 over products. And these products are sold online, and they are shipped on a D2D basis, door-to-door delivery basis, to anywhere, wherever you are in 180 plus countries. So when you order a product from our website, you get the product, but at the same time you also get what we call it as a referral code. There is a 6-digit ID code, which is, let's say, XY123456. Basically this code is generated once you purchase the product. Now all your future sales will be having this code, and this code will represent basically the references which is created by you. Now since company reaches out to you directly, so they save a lot of money. They save money in the terms of distribution, they save money in the terms of marketing, and they save in the terms of advertisement. So since they save all of this money, they say their customers, you promote our products. So how does the customer promotes the product? The customer promotes the product by using referral method. The referral marketing is basically a method which is dependent on references or contacts. Now all of us, we know about 150 to 200 people around the world through our own social contacts. Now all of these people, we talk to them on a daily basis, either about a product or services, sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly. But our company says, if you are using basically a way which is, we call it as word of mouth advertisement, to reach out to these people, and when you promote the product, I am ready to share some percentage of profit with you. So what is this percentage of profit? It starts from something like 5%, goes up to 43% of revenues. So how is this percentage is divided? I'm going to show you in a business plan. And this business plan is basically the way how we make money in the system. Before I go into the business plan, I want to talk about the products which we are marketing. We are marketing about 350 over products, but our concept of marketing is there are two kinds of products which we are marketing. One is which is a lifestyle product. That means all the products which is pertaining to your lifestyle. Something like we deal in luxury watches. We have got watchmaking factories which make handmade Swiss watches. We have Hong Kong jewelry designs. We are into vacations. We are into hotels. We are into skincare. And we are into beauty care. We are also into engine oil. We have another products which is into absolute living. Absolute living is something like healthy living. We believe that health is something which is a combination of four factors. The factors of water plus air plus stress levels plus food habit. For water, which is 90% of our blood is water, 70% of brain is water, 70% of bones is water. So if you are taking a good quality water, definitely you will be healthy. We have got two products in this category. We have something which is called as Home Pure, which is a 9 stages of water filtration system. It gives you alkaline water. And we have something which is water energizer. We have a product called as Biodisc, which works on energizing the water. It works at a cellular level. Air, we have Air Pure, which works on the 4 stages of filtration. It basically purifies the air. Stress levels. Obviously, stress levels is something which everybody has nowadays. I think we have two kinds of stress. One is, of course, the financial stress, and then we have stress which is a man-made stress. All of us use so many gadgets. We use mobile phones, we use laptop, we live in a Wi-Fi zone. So constantly radiations are eating away. Today we have more diseases, more lifestyle diseases than before. So how do we control? Is there a way to control it? No. But there is a way to safeguard us. So what is the way to safeguard us? Our company has a product which is called as Chi Pendant, which is like Energy Pendant 3. Basically, it works on anti-radiation. It creates an anti-radiation zone. It increases your energy levels. It has a 25 years of warranty. And it protects you, and as well as it detoxifies you. Food habit. The Asian African food habit is basically we eat a lot of carbohydrates. So what is happening is our liver is overworking, and what we get because of eating of a lot of carbohydrate is sugar. All the time the sugar is excess in our body. Now we don't watch what we eat, but so our cells are not regenerating faster. Dr. Albert Crumb, a Harvard University professor, produced or made a molecule which is already present in our body. It's called as glutathione. He said that glutathione levels keeps dropping once we cross the age of 25 plus. He said that the glutathione levels has to be maintained in order for cells to regenerate faster. Any diseases you don't get now, these diseases have started already 10 years back because your cells are getting not regenerated faster. We have a product which is called as Edge, which is a wonderful product. has been launched about 8 months back. It has been doing very well. There are a lot of testimonies about this product. So what does it do? It comes in a sachet format, and this sachet is somebody has to mix it with water and they have to drink it. It has got 4 important things which it does in your body. It detoxifies your body. It's a master antioxidant. It's a master immune booster, and it is a master in anti-aging. So these are the 4 important things which it does in your body. It comes in a box of 30, and anybody recommends it basically minimum for you to take it for 2 to 3 months in order for you to see some changes on a constant basis. There are so many testimonies about this product which is there in the market. So like that, company deals in about 350 over products, and they constantly are renovating themselves. Let's talk about the business plan. Our business plan is very simple. Like I said, this is e-commerce. So the way to start is you go to the website, select the product or a combination of products which you want to buy, and then you pay either by credit card, or you can find a method to use the card. You can use e-cards, what we call it as, and then you pay this and you generate a code for you. The product which you have selected, you can pick it up in your own country if you have a stockist option, or it can be delivered to the address which is given in the application form address. Once you got this code, let's say your code is XY123456. This code is the most important thing. This will have a password, and this password will lead you to something which we call it as virtual office. Virtual office is like an online office. It's not a physical office, but this is an online office which is giving you access to all the QI group products to market and sell. So it's like a mini franchise which you have taken online, where you have an access to all the products which QI group is selling, and you can eventually promote it all over the world. So how do we start? Like I said, we start with a system. The system is which makes you here successful. The system is, since it's a referral system, the first thing is, once you come into our business, you make out a list of the people whom you would like to approach. I imagine you have 100 to 200 people you know in this world. These 100 to 150 people, of course, not everybody might be interested for the product. So we select some 50 to 60 top people, and we think about them who can be interested in this product. So once we invite this 50 to 60, maybe 2 to 3 at a time to bring in for the presentation. Once we get into 50 to 60 people, definitely with just 10% ratio, you will easily find 5 to 6 probable customers who might be interested for the product. All of our products which you see here is represented in BV. We call it as business volume. An investment of $1,250 US, which will give you 1,500 business volume, will give you 3 centers to start with. These 3 centers are basically a number, and it will have an extension. So like extension 001, extension 002, and extension 003. Let me show you the plan. How does it work? Of course, when you see online, it will be just a dot. But if it put into the structure will look like XY123456, and this will be divided into 2 transaction groups, where you have one group which is one group of BVs, and this is, let's say, imagine this is a left group of BV, this is the right group of BV. Now I am presenting to, let's say, two of your friends. One of your friend says I'm interested. So one of your friend, let's say his name is Chris. Chris goes to the website. The website asks him first thing, who has introduced you to this business? Chris has to put your reference number. Let's say Mark is another friend who is also interested, and he is another person who has been referred by you. So this is what you need to do in the business. That means you need to find two probable customers who can be introduced by your reference number. Our business plan is very simple. Company says the moment you will have two references, you are activated in the system, and you will be earning a commission check whenever there is a 1500 business volume. 1500 business volume is meeting, company is giving you $100. Not only that, company will also reward you with another additional, which is a 5% of direct sales commission, which is based on 5% of the price at which your people have bought the product. So they have brought the product, let's say 5% into $1200, so this is equal to $60, and you have two such customers, so you will add up with another $120. So total you will make $220. So like Chris and Mark has come in, they also have their own reference numbers, and let's say XY56789, and this guy will have XY, let's say 01234. So they will have also their own reference numbers, and they could eventually refer it to their own customers. So there can refer in 180 plus countries where logistics is taken care by the company. So we have a couple of advantages. Number one advantage, this is a one-time investment, and whenever you do an investment, you get a product. So it is not a dead investment, it has a value which is coming back to you. Company does the business globally. As I said, it's a global business, so the products are delivered all over the world. It's a weekly system. It's a weekly system of payment. So every Friday we have 12 midnight Hong Kong time is a cutoff time. So by that time, if the sales are registered, you will be getting commission check in next 2 weeks of time. Legal beneficiary. In our business, you can earn for 2 generations. You have to write down your legal beneficiary in the nominee application form, so that the business continues after something happens to you, the business continues after you. It has a system of max out. That means company is saying that yes, I'm going to give you money, lot of money, but there is a cap. The cap here is $20,000 per week. So this is what you can earn maximum. That means you can make up to $80,000 per week as well. And finally, this is your own business. That means there is no time control, there is no boss here. You are the boss, you are the CEO of the business. Now let me show you what is the potential, because you might be thinking that okay, what is this? I am earning now $100-$200. Let me talk about the potential, and this is my last thing about the business plan. So let's say you started in the system. The system tells you to make a list of the people whom you want to approach for this business, and you have made a list of, let's say, 150 to 200 people, and this is a global list. You want to reach out to maximum people because you opened a shop and you don't want to just have 2 customers, you can have many customers as possible. You made a short list, you reached out to 50 to 60 customers by one at a time, or maybe 2 to 3 at a time, and you did the presentation. You have found with just 10% closing ratio, 5 to 6 people who are interested. So let's say if this is you and you have to introduce 2 customers. So you can introduce of course more, but let's say if you introduce only 2 customers, which is customer A, customer B, how long do you think it is going to take for you to reach out to 2 customers?
1 month.
So let's say it takes out basically 1 month to reach out to 2 customers. If you take out 1 month to reach out to 2 customers, you make a total income of $100. I am not counting the direct sales commission. Now these 2 customers have come in, and these customers, that is what our system is. Our system is the teaching and training. That means the way these people have come in, we also work with A, we also work with B to duplicate. That means we also teach them how to get their own 2 customers. That means now A1 and A2 have come in, now B1 and B2 has come in. So 1 month we have got 2, and we help them also to get in another next 1 month another 2 customers. So now total income goes to $200. How many people are in your organization currently? There are 3 customers. So 2 we are again focusing on them, working with them and identifying 2 more customers. So now you have 4, and then 1 more month has been over, and now you make $400. Next month we are just telling everybody the same thing, that you come into the business and you look for 2 customers. That means now you reached out to 8, and now currently you have $800 you have earned. Next 1 month you reach out to 16, and then after this you reach out to 32. Let me stop here. How many months now we have already done in the business? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right now you are in the 7th month in the business, and by this time you have an organization of 16 plus 32 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is like 3, 7, 15, 31 and 32. So you have 63. So you have 63 customers. You have 7 months in the business. How much money did you make? Let's calculate. 100 plus 200, 300 plus 400, 700, 1500, 3100 and 3100 and 3200 is total is $6,300. So my question is now is, right now there are 63 plus 63, which is total of 126 customers are with you. Do you personally know all of these customers?
No.
Do you think they are working for you?
Yes.
Yeah, in a way, but actually they are not working for you, they are working for themselves. That means when they grow the business, when the organization grows, basically your income also grows. So like this, if the customer base keeps on increases, in 1 year time you can reach out to a customer base of 4,096 customers, and you make an income of close to $160,000. If you make this kind of money, which is $160,000 in 1 year, you can earn close to $12,000 plus in a month. What is the investment? Let's talk about what is the investment. Your investment was $1,250 for which you got 2 products, and you made close to $12,000 per month. Now, as the organization keeps growing, do you think this duplication is going to happen faster or slower?
Depends.
Okay, it will happen faster because your volume is keeps on increasing. So let's say we don't agree, you don't agree with me, this is not 100% duplication, agreed. If we are looking into only 50% duplication also, or you'll just look into 10% duplication also, you are making close to 1,500 US dollars extra in a month. And this is what is basically you can make in the business in your first 1 year if you start with an investment of 1,250 US dollars. Let's go back to the presentation where I started. If you have an organization which is growing in this fashion, do you think personally you know everybody? No. So this is where I spoke about that the system is independent of you after some time. And the second thing is basically we are working with the power of leverage, where you're utilizing other people's skill and where you're utilizing other people's time for you to generate income. This is the source of passive income. We call it as passive income. There are 3 kinds of income in this world. One is of course active income. When we are active and money is also active, exactly like a job or a shop or something like that, which is giving us money constantly because we are active. Passive income is something like where my grandfather has worked very hard, he made some apartments and he has given it for rent, and this rent is I am collecting, then it is a passive income for me. He is a very good author or he is a good singer, then I am collecting royalty, and that is a passive income. But in 21st century, if you want to make a passive income, then this business is one of the way for you to go about it. Finally, just to conclude, I want to talk that why you need to take a decision today. Every business has got something which is called as a positioning. Positioning is basically like a timing. That means every business is a time to start, and here our time is the most crucial thing, because here the risk is delaying. Usually the business grows in this fashion. That means the customers are just getting involved in everyday basis. So your position can be here, your position can be here, your position can be here, your position can be here or here. So usually we ask you to take a position immediately on an urgent basis. Why? Because I'm not going to stop the business with you. I'm going to continue presenting, and then whoever is coming in, they are going to occupy the next position. So let's say this is what you have occupied, then automatically you come into this, the next person comes into a position like this. Now you may say, oh, what is the difference, this is only one position below or down. No, not exactly like that. Let's look into another context. You were supposed to be here, but you did not come in, you did not purchase the product, you did not logged in your position. What happens? Somebody else has come in, X. Now you have made a decision that yes, I want to become a part of it.